have this young lady, Mrs. McMillan, do the national anthem.
Honor guard, stand, hut, horse, arms. Reset, arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Never heard it done any better. So, now we'll get into our guest speaker, Shelby Boatman.
You all are welcome to be seated. Thank you so much for having me. If you don't know me, I am the Executive Director of the Clinton County History Center here in Wilmington, and very honored to be speaking here today. When I was asked to speak today during the Memorial Day services, I asked myself what would be the most meaningful or impactful speech that I could give. And after much thought, I settled on the true meaning of Memorial Day. And at this point, you might expect me to go into the spiel of originally called Decoration Day because people would decorate graves with flowers and wreaths and flags. Memorial Day is a day to remember those who have died in our service to the country. But what does Memorial Day truly mean to Clinton County and Clinton County families? How does it apply to us? And remembrance for those veterans we've lost in the line of battle isn't a single day denoted once a year. It's something we feel every day. Now, working at the History Center tends to lend itself to me remembering often, but I would like you all to think back to a time long ago, April 15th, 1942. A young, bright-eyed Clinton Countian had just enlisted in the U.S. Marines. Flash forward 3 years, and he is caught in the midst of World War II, fighting in the Pacific Theater. His name was Corporal J.W. Denver Williams, Jr. In April 1945, while fighting on land, J.W. was hit by shrapnel and incurred serious leg injuries. A telegraph was sent to his parents informing them of the news. It read, Headquarters, U.S. Marine Corps, Washington, May 9th, 1945. My dearest Mr. and Mrs. Williams, a brief report has just been received that your son, Corporal James W.D. Denver Williams, Jr., U.S. MRC, sustained a shrapnel wound to the legs in action against the enemy on 15 April 1945 at Okinawa. Your anxiety is realized, and you may be sure that any additional details or information will be forwarded to you at the earliest possible moment. Please notify the office of any change in your address. Sincerely yours, Joseph Daniels Jr., Captain, U.S. Marine Corps. For this valiant service, Williams was awarded the Purple Heart. A month had gone by as JW recovered in the hospital overseas. In a short V-mail letter dated May 11th, JW had written to his family stating that he had returned to his unit on the front lines after recovering. Like most military men and women that we know today, JW wanted to serve his country again. He asked to return and to be with his fellow Marines when they went back onto the battlefield. Upon his return, it is reported that Williams took over as squad leader, a sergeant's job, which he had just been promoted to. On May 17, 1945, Williams's troops was in the midst of a battle on Sugar Loaf Hill, a 230-foot hill situated on the southern end of Okinawa. The first of three hills, Sugar Loaf was an unassuming little piece of high ground until it wasn't. A mission that was expected to last no more than a day took upwards of 8. In the end, the fight for the seemingly insignificant land cost the 6 Marine divisions over 3,000 casualties. J.W. Denver Williams Jr.'s platoon was one of the first platoons to go over during that battle. At 23 years old, one of Clinton County's own lost his life while serving his country. A high mass was given at St. Columba Church the Friday following his passing. Fellow Marines wrote to the family after the news and reiterated how their comrade possessed great humor and friendliness. He was a friend to everyone, and how both his superiors and those beneath him liked and respected his abilities. J.W. Denver Williams Jr. received a half-page article denoting his passing on June 5, 1945, in the local paper. The title read, James W. Denver Williams killed on Okinawa, May 17th. A tribute frame and the memorial flag given to his family have been on permanent display at the History Center in honor of J.W. A city park bearing his name at the entrance on Ronback Avenue has welcomed children and families for many years as the memory of his service. And a headstone just down the road behind me in Sugar Grove Cemetery marks his legacy for eternity. So, as we leave this place today and go about our typical cookouts and family gatherings, I challenge you to remember the real reason for Memorial Day. The lives lost in service to our freedom, the families still grieving their loved ones, and the many Clinton County veterans who have died in action while serving their country. Thank you.
Very good speech, young lady. You didn't, the live round didn't have to be far. We got tell speakers, they're too long, we got a live round for them. Okay. Well, no mayor. Okay. Okay, now let me put it up. Now, Commander of the Honor Guard, you call the Honor Guard to do the firing.
Honor guard. Stand put. Port. Arms. Riflemen, at the ready. Aim. Order!